how much he has struggled with women all of his life could use this formula to hook a girl's interest, arouse her emotions, and get eager to be with him. And once the formula was perfected, we even tested it again so that there was no room for errors. But even now, the results were still the same. Once the guys in our test group started using the F formula, girls would laugh at their jokes more, they would linger around them longer, they would flirt back with them and touch them and be eager to escalate with them when before their interactions went almost nowhere. And it all came down to the 3 distinct phases of flirting Marissa outlines in her formula. You see, when you guide a woman through these 3 phases of flirting, she cannot help but experience sexual feelings towards you. As you go through these 3 phases, the sexual tension keeps rising in the conversation. And when it reaches boiling point, well, you know what happens. Whether you want her to give her your number, a kiss, go on a date, or whatever you want, she is going to be ready for it without signs of resistance. And the only problem is most men don't even realize that these 3 phases of flirting exist. But fortunately, you can choose not to be one of them. You can choose to leverage Marissa's flirting method instead and give yourself the power to attract any woman that your heart desires. Because after keeping it fairly secretive and only showing it to our private coaching clients, we are finally revealing all of it. Everything you'll need to become a flawless flirter in a potent, information-packed course rightfully named the F Formula. This written course outlines Marissa's flirting method in complete detail and breaks it down into simple, logical steps that any guy can understand and master almost overnight. And it shows you what the 3 phases of flirting are and how to guide a woman through it so you can ignite her desire at will and give her uncontrollable urges to escalate sexually with you. And if reading is not your thing, I also have an audiobook version of the F Formula filled with extra information for me, since I can't just read advice out loud without adding in my extra little tidbits. So as you go through the F Formula, you'll be directed to exclusive instruction videos, MP3s, action guides, and over $300 worth of bonus content. And that's been specifically designed to solidify this girl attracting information into your brain for good. So even if you still have approach anxiety, once you know the skills to make the interaction go well, mustering the guts to approach is 1,000 times easier. So this program can help you no matter where you are at. When you grab your copy of the F Formula today, here are just a few of the things that you are going to discover inside. So the foundations of flirting. Even if you can't flirt your way out of a paper bag, we'll lay out the essential groundwork you'll need to trigger that spark in her eye that tells you it's on. You're also going to learn how to make physical escalation as easy as counting to 4. So want to escalate with her, kiss her, touch her, or get more physical? Just check in with these 4 points. If they're all there, you can be absolutely certain she'll be ready and willing to go further with you, making you rejection-proof. You'll also learn the hidden female behaviors you need to recognize to flirt properly. So when you can identify these, you'll always know when she's enjoying your presence, what she needs from you to feel attracted, or when she's secretly dying for you to touch her. And these are not so obvious, so you need these. You'll also learn the conversation mistakes that close women off to you sexually. If you make one wrong move in conversation, it is game over, and you will lose the girl. I'm sorry, but that's true. And Marissa details what you need to avoid each phase that's preventing you from igniting that holy type of attraction with just a few words. You're also going to learn the 2 flirting roadblocks most guys are completely blind to. So you have to avoid these like the plague, or you risk being condemned as a pal or a perv, which you'll learn about. Once you know them, they're obvious, but until you find out what they are, you'll undergo the same frustrating rejections over and over and over again. You're also going to learn how to attract her under the radar. So when you know this, the girls in your vicinity will be completely drawn to you, and they will not be able to explain why. What results is there's just something about him effect that captivates and drives women just bonkers. You'll also learn how to create an emotional roller coaster, which we talked about before, and doing this will make her mind constantly preoccupied with you, even when you're not around. But it's done differently depending on the phase that you're in. Once you know this, you will spark instant attraction, and she will be addicted to being around you. Trust me. You're also going to learn how to elicit her attraction signals for each flirting phase, and these assure that she's ready to escalate to the next phase with you and allow you to push the limits in totally safe ways and comfortable ways for her. They're easy to remember, simple to do, and dangerously effective. You're also going to learn how to keep her drawn to you with the boomerang technique. This is my favorite. This technique grows her attraction for you on its own, independent of what you do or say. So she feels your absence when you're not around and always boomerangs back to you in social situations. You're also going to learn the one key difference between women in their 20s and women over 30. This allows you to flirt, immediately resonate, and go through all three phases of the F formula with any woman of any age, no matter how old you are. You're also going to learn how to check all of her boxes, and we will show you how to dispel every one of her possible anxieties and last-minute hesitancies about going further with you. So you'll never get those all too common surprise rejection at the last minute when you thought things were going well. So this amazing program alone will give you more options, greater satisfaction, and remarkable results in your dating life. And Marissa and I are so excited for you to experience that. And I am determined to knock off every single hesitation you may have to trying it out, which is why when you order this program right now, you will instantly get 7 exclusive bonuses in addition to the F formula. So bonus number 1, the OSA method. Get any woman to completely skip formalities, remove any barriers to opening up to you, and break into conversation as if she already loved you and has known you for years, which is valued at $27. Bonus number 2, video illustrations, breakdowns, and case studies of the most masterful flirting in the world. You will see real-life examples of the F formula and the mechanics of attracting any girl you want played out right in front of you. So there's no guesswork to implementing this information. $19 value. Bonus number 3, instant wit blueprint. You can develop the specific type of attractive wit that pulls women to your most important organ, your brain. And with our shortcuts, you'll create charming, attractive wit right on the spot whenever you want to, even if you've never been funny or clever in your life.